So I came out as gay when I was 57 years old. Oh, thank you so much. That was not my wife's reaction. I had to come out to my kids. They were teenagers. I was like nervous. I was so nervous. I was like, kids, Daddy's gay. And they were like, oh my God, big deal. Everyone's dad is gay now. You know? Oh God, I just was reflecting on that. It just made me completely lost where I was. Yeah. I guess I'm bisexual. That's where I was. I was on bisexuality. Bisexual here, but I'm attracted to a small percentage of women and a big percent of men. I mean, honestly, every guy in here's got a shot at me. I saw the glasses. I mean, probably high GPA, make money. I have expensive taste. Maybe we should do something after the show. And the beard. You know how to chop wood? I get cold in the winter. And maybe some issues. I'm good with it. Do you have daddy issues?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Do you want some more? Okay, all right. Yeah, I know I'm tapping in a stereotype like gay guys are just gonna like have sex with any guy. Well, it's true. Oh my God, I went on a gay cruise. I go down to brunch, they're serving eggs, Ben, and Dick. and when you come out at my age, everybody thinks that you've been lying to them for your whole life. I mean, my father-in-law, he was like, gay, so what else have you been lying to me about? And I was like, well, I never liked that shirt. And he was like, yeah, anything else? As a matter of fact, there is. Our whole marriage, all you've ever done is criticize me with your oppressive macho attitude, and I have found that extremely hot. So learning how to be gay as a senior citizen, that's like learning how to do anything as a senior citizen. Like, okay, watch a guy learning how to ski. We all know he's never gonna get good at that, and I am stuck on the bunny slope of gay. I mean, I've got friends, they have been gaying since they were 12. They're experts. They're double black diamond gays. They can go down on anything. I read that it takes 10,000 hours to master a new skill. I don't have 10,000 hours to live. And then I go to my first Pride parade. My young friends, they tried to help me. They outfitted me in a leather harness. Yeah, picture that. No, don't picture that. And they were like, Richard, that is going to give you pride. No, it gave me a rash. And then that Pride parade, it was insane. There's this big guy there with a beard, and he was just like tossing out free gay party drugs. And I went up to him, and I was like, excuse me, sir? May I have a meth? He took one look at me and handed me a Motrin, which I needed because that parade went on for 6 hours. I had to march for 6 hours. I went there to get a boyfriend. Instead, I got plantar fasciitis. But I am so lucky, it all worked out for me in the end. I am with a wonderful man now. I mean, he is a young, thank you. I was hoping for applause on that. Thank you. I'm just gonna absorb that. Yeah, he is a young Asian guy, looks like an Olympic diver. Yeah. Yes. That's exactly how I feel about it. Yeah, and he's like, the only thing is when we're out together, people think he's my nurse. Which, to be fair, is how we role play at home. I mean, he's really into it. I mean, he got himself the outfit, a stethoscope. He even installed a handicap grab bar in the shower for me. He's preparing. That's exactly for next year, right? Yeah. So also Jewish. So Jewish and gay. Both are difficult, but the more difficult one, Jewish. Yeah, because as a gay guy, I can pass for straight, okay? I did it for 57 years. But this, never gonna pass for Protestant. I've got the look, the Jewish look, I've got it, we all have it. I mean, like, when I'm back home in Brooklyn, anyone there can open up my phone with Face ID. So I get my DNA tested, and you think, years and years of Jews marrying Jews, Jews marrying Jews. Well, I am 100% anxious. Pure Ashkenazi Jew. I mean, I am so pure. I'm like a purebred exotic dog. I mean, I've got all the purebred issues. I mean, I'm small, I'm hairy, I do not like to run. And I'm supposed to only mate with my own kind. But if you're not Jewish and you're sniffing around my butt, I can make an exception. So, there's this conspiracy theory that Jews control porn. What? I mean, come on, this conspiracy, it's enough already. I mean, if we controlled porn, we would be in the porn videos. There's no Jewish porn. Go home, go on Pornhub, search Jewish. You are never gonna get a legit Jewish porn title. Like, you're never gonna get Matzo Ballers, or Hebrew, or my personal favorite, Schindler's Fist. It always elicits like a lot of laughter, and some people are like, oh my God. Yeah, so I asked my therapist, I was like, well, coming out late in life, I mean, is that why I have so many problems making friends? And he was like, no. It's not because of that. It's because you're autistic. And I was like, what? But you haven't even seen my friendship spreadsheet. And he was like, exactly. But good news, Richard, you're high functioning. High functioning? High functioning? What does that even mean? It means you can afford me. And then my boyfriend, he was like, well, how was therapy today? And I was like, well, I'm autistic now. And he just looked at me and said, you didn't know? And I was like, no, I did not know. And I don't want to know anything else. I'm done. I'm so done with insights. I'm so done with self-knowledge. Here's what I want to do. I want to go down to Palm Springs. I want to sit poolside with my margarita and not talk to anyone. Yes. And he was like, that is the most gay autistic thing I have ever heard. So, in some ways the diagnosis, learning that I'm autistic, it's been really helpful. Like I'm on this plane flight last month, and the lady next to me, she's like, well, I'm going to Chicago to see my niece, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, excuse me, I am so sorry, but I have autism, so I just don't have the capacity to give two fucks. So I may not have youth on my side, defined abs, or a reliable digestive tract. But you know what I do have? A 401k. Yes, yeah, woo, that's right. That's exactly how I feel about it. So I've been a doctor for 30 years. Thank you. I'll take some applause for that. Thank you. And let me tell you, so many perks to my white lab coat, right? Because if I wear my lab coat at the hospital pharmacy, they're like, oh, doctor, come to the front. We know you're busy. CVS pharmacy like this, they're like, oh, sir, the hemorrhoid cream is on aisle 4. So I wear my lab coat everywhere. Fancy restaurant, they let me in. Yeah, jury duty, they let me out. My Grindr profile picture, I'm in my lab coat. And yeah, they let me in. So we have arrived at gay porn. Let's talk about it, okay? Some of you might not know this, but there's this genre in gay porn, you guys probably know this, where like, old guys are having sex with the young guys, and the young guys are like enjoying themselves. No, those porn companies, they're exploiting those tender old men. Yeah, you heard me right. They're pumping those old guys full of Viagra and false hope. It's elder abuse. I saw this scene. There was this guy being whipped. That's someone's grandpa. He should be at home eating soup and watching CNN, which is what I will be doing after the show tonight. You guys have been so wonderful. Thank you so much. I am Rich Snyder.